we discuss the nitty-gritty and pretty side of stripping with your host, Corella Kraken. I have 2 guests again with me today. They are not my boobs. I'm hiding those. I have with me today...
Jazmin Taylor.
And...
Serena Rayne.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is May, so we are discussing mental health stuff for all of May, even though every episode is about mental health because we're all so ill. We're sick.
I'm fine. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm good.
Actually, she's doing great.
No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, totally.
On the outside, I look great.
Inside, I'm dying.
What an uplifting way to start this.
Yeah.
Okay, before we start into our subject today, let's catch up with everybody. How's contest prep going? How's everything since the last episode? Is that even... Why did you laugh? Is it even happening?
Bold of you to assume that we have prepped for shit.
It's bold of you to assume that we've seen each other since I've seen you last.
Oh, that's accurate. I think I've seen you... I saw you once.
Once.
Did I?
No?
No.
Did any practice happen in that time?
No, God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely not.
Do you guys know your theme yet?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we do. We totally do.
We did.
What is it? No.
Yeah, that's
We
what
did.
happened the last
That
time I seen you.
we did decide on a theme.
We are going with mermaids.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I made sure to message Janine to make sure that her and her dual partner weren't doing them because she also has like a mermaid show that she does.
And
She's like, no, and we're not actually competing. And I was like,
Beautiful.
nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, what else is new with you guys since... What did we talk about last time? We talked about contest shit, prepping for Stripper Olympics. I don't know if you guys are on that yet.
Nope.
I'm still not even sure if I'm doing it. Oh man. It's been a while since you've seen me, and I am so burnt out mentally.
I feel that. Honestly, not doing Stripper Olympics has been such a weight off my shoulders, even though it's just like been a few months.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. In fact, I don't have to do it.
That's kind of like the problem I'm running into. Usually by now I have like a theme picked out. I got nothing. My brain is empty.
But sometimes those last minute ones will just get you through, right? They might.
Maybe. Yeah.
And Tiger King was last minute, but it also wasn't a winner.
Yeah.
I love that show though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun for sure.
Your promo for that is still my favorite of all your promo. Just
Where I'm riding the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, jerking the tail off.
Yeah.
yes.
God. My neighbors just think I'm fucked. It's awesome. All right, today's subject. Oh God, it's a tough one. It's a heavy one, but I think it's something that the older, I hate saying older dancers.
Yeah, the veterans, that's what we are now.
We're veterans now, I guess.
Yeah.
We lived and we learned, and I think it's something that we need to talk about. There's things we need to fess up to. There's things we need to admit, like things that we may have done. Like now that it's happening to me a lot, I'm like, oh my God, I may have been that bitch back in the day, And it's lore, it's rumors, it's spreading things that are not facts about people that you don't even know or don't even hang out with, don't even associate with, don't even work with.
Yep.
And it can really ruin someone's life or their mental health or...
Even if it ruins 5 minutes of my day, like, get away from me.
Yeah, absolutely. And the more that I'm finding out about what's being said about me, the more I realize it's girls that I don't know and who haven't met me. And I'm like, fuck, man, have I been that bitch? Like, where I just heard one thing and went with it and just thought something of someone, Yeah.
I don't know, we weren't super close when we first met, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
You were a whole other league above me, and then she told me that I did a good show the first time we worked together, and I was like, oh my God, there's hope!
I felt like we were in the same league because I was like a new baby dancer, still.
Yeah. Do you remember working with me in Hinton for the first time?
Yeah.
That was my first ever gig, and when I found out it was you, I cried in the room upstairs, and I was like, I have to be good. She has to like me. And then you came down halfway through my show, watched the last end of it where I did like the 3 pole tricks that I do on consecutive repeat. And then you were telling someone that I had a good show or something, and then I also went back upstairs and cried.
And that was Danny. I told Danny, and he was like, go tell her, because she looks up to you. I'm like, she knows who I am? Why does anybody know who I am? I'm just some fucking turd with a face tattoo.
You didn't even have face tattoos then.
Well, it was just some turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, what are some crazy rumors that you guys have heard about yourself and how they affected you?
Oh God.
Buckley.
Hi, friend.
She's like,
oh my God. Wait.
One time
yes.
I heard that I was a big fat dog. Buckley, up.
Oh, I love you so much. You're so cute.
Go to your bed. Over there.
You're so cute.
Go lay down. Or sit. No, you can't come up. You're like 1,000 pounds, bro. There's no room. I know this is your chair.
Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go to your bed.
Mom, I'm just trying to be a part of the show.
She's heard a lot of rumors about herself. She wants to talk.
Right?
I
Got a lot
heard
of shit
that
to talk.
Buckley, she's got a chonky butt.
She's got a big fat butt and a shitty tail.
Shitty tail.
It's not like there's not shit on it. Just to be clear, it's
cockeyed.
it's like shaped like a Z, and when it wags, it does this.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah, it's not a good tail though.
No, but it's so cute. It's
But
such
it was
a good
so
tail.
little when she came out. It was really cute when she came out. When
And it
she
was
was just a little baby.
And it was
little
a curly Q, and then she looked like a little piggy.
Yeah.
Now she just looks stupid.
She still looks like a piggy,
Kind of.
just like a chonky
Like-
pig.
Yeah. She's hiding now. She's like, you guys are just talking shit.
Okay, guys, lay it down. What have you heard?
Oh man.
Where should we start?
Yeah.
Oh God, there's so many intense ones about all of us.
Yeah.
I think we should just go with start with the easy. Start with where it started and where it is now. Because I feel like the bigger and better that you get as a dancer, the more extreme the rumors get. Because back in the day,
true.
the rumors were like, oh, you're fucking your boss, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
you do coke. But now it's like you kill your dogs and you're cheating on your husband, or
I don't know. I think like the littlest rumor about me is just that people are really nervous to meet me, even now.
I hear that all the time too.
And so they're just like, oh, I don't know, like, you're the Jazmin Taylor. I'm like, I'm Jazmin Taylor. I mean, my Instagram handle is the Jazmin Taylor, but I don't know if we would call me the Jazmin Taylor.
it makes
know.
it more intense, yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of intimidating though. Like I know you, but there are some days we're walking around together and people are looking and I'm like, oh God, they think she's so mean.
Well,
So tits out though.
yeah, right?
it
Chin's
is.
high, girly.
When you got big shoulders and you gotta put your tits out like
Yeah.
that, like you look mean. It's just how it goes. Like
fair.
one of the girls came in to see us dance last night, and oh my God, I hate categorizing them like this, but like they're called like the BBL girls because there's two of them and they have very well done BBLs. So like just like their tag nickname, and through the rumor mill, they heard. It got twisted around, but basically I was just like, fuck, it's weird when you find out that someone who's like outrageously gorgeous is really funny and quirky. 'Cause
Yeah.
you just don't think it, right? You just think they're always like kind of put together and whatnot. But it got twisted around to me saying that I think the BBL girls are bitches. And I'm like, no. And she's like, I really hope you don't think I'm a bitch because
As she's throwing fives at you.
I'm sorry, I'm not a bitch. I'm like, you have nothing to be fucking sorry
Yeah.
for. It's just, it's funny too because like Francesca, she's tall, she's beautiful, she looks like Pam Anderson, but then she likes like 70s music. She thinks farts are funny, you know?
Right.
You just wouldn't think that.
They're so like prim and put together that for them to have like any unorthodox likes is just weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's not actually weird, but
Right?
But yeah, it's like, even to me, like, they were intimidating to me, and that's how it came across to them. And, you know, like, you hear rumors about yourself. I've heard that I'm a bitch without people meeting me, and I'm sure you've heard it too.
Absolutely.
Well,
You
look,
are.
I don't know, like the way that we look is different too, right? We're not like the BBL, the like, I don't know how to explain it. There's like two different types, right? The type that like hide in a corner, but we're super funny when you buy us out. And the type that are like super outgoing that are just going to be there and funny in your face. And I'm option A.
Has anyone ever accused you of being a bitch before meeting you?
no, God, no.
Like,
Actually, no. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I don't remember what the fuck her name is. I feel so bad. There was like this little girl and she's like, I've heard so much, not a little girl, a new dancer. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
we had a toddler working with us.
She was at least 4.5, okay? No, she was just like this younger dancer and she's like, oh my God, you're Serena Rayne. You're so intimidating. I've heard so much about you. And I'm like, thanks.
As you're sitting in your corner in Fort Mac putting on eyelashes, like, oh yeah, that's right.
Slurping nudes.
Yeah.
Slurping nudes. Yeah, no, she's just like, wow, everybody said you'd be so mean because like you're so good and you're totally not. And I'm like,
Actually, no, before I met you, remember there was that rumor. that like
Oh God.
I had that little like a dancing troupe. It was the Voodoo Vixens.
Oh yes.
And I was like, I really want Serena to be part of it. And one girl was like, no, she is a mini. And then they insert name. I'm not going to say, but that girl was quite bitchy and
I do remember this.
hard to work with. Like hard to. And they're like, oh, she's just a mini. Her blah blah blah. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yep. Trust me, I've known her way longer than you. Like, okay.
Do I think I know this person?
You do indeed know this person.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We went through a stint where after all that happened, we were like this.
You and that girl?
Yeah.
What? Well,
Yeah.
Everyone for a second was like that
Wild.
with her.
Yeah.
She's very convincing of.
Hundy P. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not who you're thinking of.
Oh, not that one.
I don't think so. If you're thinking of who I was,
LH.
no. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
There you
we
go.
weren't that close.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, like, I don't care if she hears this because she probably doesn't listen anyway, and she's blocked on everything. Who cares?
Valid.
But
Yeah. No, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
But that goes to show haters and jealousy because that's all it was. Because the girl who did say it, you were the closest, like, of image to her and dancing style, music style, even costumes and stuff, and
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess that's true. Yeah.
yeah, so I can see why she'd said that, and she didn't want any more competition, which is wild because, like, eventually you get to know these people, and we're obviously friends since that moment.
Yes.
Yeah, but, like, I kept you at arm's length. I kept a lot of people at arm's length, and I'm like, oh, my God, you're actually cool. Even Anya,
Yeah.
I kept her at arm's length.
Oh,
I thought,
100%.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought she was intimidating, and I thought she was snotty. Everyone did, though. Like,
Yeah.
Like, that's just the way it is, and, like, people think that about a lot of the features, and we're just not.
No, not anymore. Like, I mean, maybe back in the day, that's how features were.
Yeah.
But like now, we're just, God, we're just kind of like a bunch of losers that all hang out together.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it is. It is. Yeah, yeah. So
I think that's why people are so intimidated by shade. Like if you hear any of the Calgary girls or the BC girls that come in, they're like, "Oh, we've heard so much about shade, and like it's this prestigious, almost like a cult." It's like it's not like that at all, though. Like it's a change room just like every other strip club.
and I think that also takes us down with the rumors because I don't think the rumors would be as intense if we weren't specifically shade girls because it is like. I think it's like the top.
It's the same thing as Brandy's. When you think of Brandy's, you think of like, oh man, I wouldn't fit in there. There's no way they'd hire me. You know,
Like
when
the elite.
I mean, they probably would.
elite and like everyone's stuffy and a jerk and whatnot and like just because that you always see the same girls on a lineup doesn't mean that we are picking the lineup. It's the management, it's the agency, it's everything. So like we're not the ones being particular about who's working there. And just because someone may have been judged trying to work at Shade and they didn't get the chance or Brandy's or whatever, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
really
we
isn't.
have no say in
it's
who
not-
gets to work when, you know,
when,
like
how, or why you got in trouble, or the rules, or anything. It has no say on us.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's like toxic work behavior in every environment, and everyone thinks that if you work at Shade, you just support all toxic work environments.
Yeah.
Which isn't true, because if you worked at Shade, it's not that toxic.
yeah.
It's not. Hello, you are so friendly.
Buckley, no kisses. Consent.
Consent.
You are so lovely.
Okay, go lay down.
Go to your
Go lay
bed.
down.
Go to your bed. Go to your bed.
You're so cute, though.
What are the most intense
Lay down.
rumors you guys have heard about yourself?
This one came from last Stripper Olympics. There was somebody in all like the Facebook comments
lay
and
down.
stuff. I'm not gonna name
yes.
who. Yeah.
Yes.
We did figure out who it was eventually, but there was somebody in the Facebook comments being like, "Oh, Serena Rayne is a pedophile.
Right.
She goes home with customers. This, that, and the other thing." And just like I was already pretty low, and it like it tore me down. I sat in the car and scream cried for 3 hours after I saw those.
Yeah,
and it took
that was
them
crazy.
It took them a little bit to get them taken down too. So like new ones just kind of kept popping up, and it kept just getting worse and worse. I was getting compared to other girls being like, "Oh, so and so could do it better than Serena Rayne. She's a fucking joke."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. The one that hurt the worst though was like that I go home with customers or that I'm like a pedophile.
That's fucking wild. I was thinking about that after
Yeah.
I heard some intense shit about myself. I was just like, oh my God, no one else has rumors like this. And then after like picking my brain for a minute, I was like, no, there is such intense rumors about so many people. Like there's even rumors that someone was involved in a murder and stuff like that. Not true, completely unfounded, but like still a rumor. So like, That's so intense because that person who was commenting, we're pretty sure is a younger person.
Very much so, yes.
Very much so. Has no concern that strippers are even humans, let alone have their own mind and how it would affect someone or their lifestyle or even like criminally. If like, what if like, I don't know, someone wanted to really look into that.
Yeah.
What if something. And then there's real serious rumors and repercussions on your life for that for no fucking reason.
Well, then it's up to me to prove that like I didn't do all those things, which I mean, like obviously I didn't, but how do I go about that? Like, it's not like I document every minute of my life and I can't be like, oh yeah, here's the timestamp from 5:54 at like, but this person, she like, they were very much younger, had no idea. And it was coming from a place of hurt. Like I had a good conversation, figured everything out. It was coming from a place of hurt, which doesn't excuse the behavior, but it does explain it.
Yeah.
And it still sucks though. Like,
that's like so fucking intense. That is such an intense thing to accuse someone of for no reason, and it makes light of actual serious things.
Absolutely.
Because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And we deal with those kind of people in our industry because
we're the closest thing to being illegal that you can get.
we're the closest thing. Like a lot of people who have those fantasies will come to the strip club because it's their only outlet, and they will find the girl that looks the youngest and whatnot. So we are close to those people. We feel those people. Yes.
That was like a huge
Before boobs,
before my boobs.
absolutely.
That was a huge part of my clientele was people who liked me because I looked so young.
Yeah. And it's fucked up because you work around these people. Even, like, I don't know how you could do a buyout with them, Serena. Holy fuck. Because, like, you talk with them for 5 minutes and you can sense, like, it's not even evil. It's just, like, pure
nasty.
raunch. Like,
It's the ick. And for a long time, like, I convinced myself, like, okay,
I'm doing
like,
a good thing.
they're coming in to see me. So, like, this is, like, a healthy legal outlet for these urges, these desires. If I continue to, like, put up with this person or see this person and sell dances to this person, maybe it'll stop them from going any further and acting on any
like
of this
touching
stuff.
on their granddaughters or anything like that.
yeah.
It does not make it easier, but it...
Yeah, there was like a hot minute there for like a year and a half right before you got your boobs done that you, like, we were doing dances together consecutively because she's like, I can't take this. So then you
refuse
bring
to dance
someone
alone.
in that looks like me who does not look 12 to intimidate them,
Yeah.
to just like,
Give
you
me that
can look, but
buffer.
you're not going to touch it.
Oh, it's just so fucked up. And then for, like, it to turn around on you like that is
It's kind of sick.
fucking wild. Like, and how that would affect your mental health. And, like, no matter what, when you get accused of something, especially something serious, in your head, I'm sure both of you do it, you go like, did I do something to make someone actually believe this?
Yeah.
Did I lead someone on? Did I say something inappropriate? Is there something I did that I am unaware of that would make people actually believe this?
Yeah.
Like, what line did I cross that could possibly be, shown this way? Like,
Absolutely. And, like, we do have a fucking rough job and we put up with a lot of shit. To add that on top of it, like, society already thinks we're here.
Yeah.
And then we think we're here as well. Oh my God, it's the worst combination because, and, like, who do you talk to and relate to about it, right? Like,
Nobody.
you want to call your mom and vent about it, but she has, like, no experience on the matter or any advice because who the fuck goes through that rumor? Who deals with that shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and like, I feel like that one would have been easier to brush off almost any other time. Like,
Yeah, if it was a regular Tuesday
if it was a
in
regular
April.
Tuesday
like,
when I wasn't like soul crushed about Stripper Olympics, then yeah, like it probably would have been a lot easier for me to handle. But it was like getting kicked while I was down, and that was a full on like teeth kick.
yeah.
That was probably the worst thing that's ever been said about me, for sure.
Fuck, that is just awful.
Yeah.
I hope that people do learn from that. I know that person isn't, I don't think that person who wrote the comments is even in the industry.
Nope.
Yeah, so I don't think they understand the repercussions of their actions.
No,
They
100%.
probably still think it's a little
They
funny.
weren't even old enough to be in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the silliest rumor? If you've heard a silly one. One that made you fucking...
I have a 1-star Yelp review or Google review on St. Pete's.
You do? Like
Yep.
they said Jazmin Taylor specifically?
Yeah,
What
so
happened?
I had
Her
this
face
customer.
stink.
No, I had this customer who was on like an AISH program or something, For like 7 months, he's like, I'm going to come see you. I'm going to come see you. This was like 2017. I'm like, okay, I'm here this day. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm here from here to here. And he never showed up, but he was in my inbox every day. Oh, I'm going to buy you mucklucks. I'm going to buy you this. I'm going to buy you that. And I straight up told him.
Big thing in our industry.
Yeah. And they're expensive. And so people that are like on AISH or disability, like you can't afford $350 pair of mucklucks. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's not going to happen. And so then after about 6 months of this, he never came in, he never whatever. So I just told him, I was like, look, I appreciate you like liking my content and doing whatever, but I am going to be removing myself from responding to you because it's wasting my time. And he went on there, and like the way he talks, you'll see it. If you go on the St. Pete's thing and you look for the Google reviews from like 2018, 2017, it's on there. It's like, Jazmin Taylor better never work here again. No. What does it say?
I should insert the whole Google review.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it and I'll send it to you. But it's like,
link.
Jazmin Taylor better never work here again, or I'm gonna fire or something. And it's like, the spelling mistakes are so bad. All she'll do is break your heart or lead you on and break your heart. And I'm like,
is this the same person that put me on that? Are we dating the same person?
I don't know. But yeah, it was something. And I just I laughed about it, but I went to management and I was like, look, like, is this customer who left this review? They're like, we don't care. It's still up to this day. I'm like, cool.
Cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
what's
okay.
the most intense rumor you've heard about yourself?
The most intense rumor that
Every time we ask rumor, Buckley's like, me, I want to say it.
Right?
I have the rumors.
Go to your bed, Buckley.
Okay, well, the most intense one came from 2020. When I was told that I was supposed to be, or when people were telling me that I was telling everybody to just go kill themselves. With all that drama that happened.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That was probably the most intense. And then I got doxxed, and a certain someone put my full legal name and address on the internet and said that I was holding all her shit hostage, and none of it was true. And I had everybody, including the two of you, being like, what is going on? Yeah. She said that I need to come pick this stuff up. And I told both of you, absolutely fucking not.
Not only did she put her real name on the internet, but she also said that she was beating her boyfriend's dog.
Yep.
And my child.
Yep.
And leaving him home alone.
Leaving him home alone. All this wild stuff, which is, it's like so unfounded, and you knew it wasn't very true, because why wouldn't she say anything earlier?
Yeah.
And
like, you lived in my house for a certain amount of time. You were around me for 4 years. We were inseparable, but now all of a sudden you just seen me do all these things.
To clear up everything for the audience, Jazmin posted something online venting. It had to do with suicide. She wasn't saying to kill yourself.
No, what happened was in COVID, when everything first started going down, every time I opened my social media, it was like, I'm going to kill myself. This is terrible, blah, blah, blah. And so I just simply said that if social media is your last output, like, you can go check yourself into a hospital. You can call the helpline. You can do all of the things. If you don't have people to talk to, there's still people to talk to. And just blurting it out on Facebook like it means nothing is not the way to go about it. That's what the post was. Exactly. And it was like every day, every single post was that. Like, you scroll and it was like, blah, 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 blah. And it was just, it wasn't even dancers. It wasn't whatever. It was just people. On Facebook. And so I got fed up with it, and I was just like, look, like, I'm going to be removing, every time I see one of these, I'm removing it. And maybe I went a little aggressive, like, looking back on it now. Maybe I could have, like, toned it down a little, but I wasn't calling anyone out specifically. And it did put me in a fucking shitstorm for a hot minute with, like, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I have apologized to those people, and I've pulled them aside and been like, hey, like, that was not meant for you. And I understand that your circumstances and, you know what I mean, things that you have went through, I triggered because I was triggered. So, like, when you were talking about last night, like, what were some of the things that you need to think about? I think that's the biggest one, is I'm really learning to just fucking bite my tongue. Not everything needs a reaction.
We all know someone in the industry that needs to hear that.
Yeah. Not everything needs a reaction. Not everything needs clarification is the biggest part. You know, like, if you hear something about someone, like I said this to her last night, if you do not have my phone number, you don't know me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want. Be whoever you want. Make up whatever rumor you want. And then the next 10 girls that walk into a change room and go, oh my God, I heard this. Just believe it. Believe it. I'm done clearing it all up. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I used to get so butthurt about people being like, oh, she's so mean. She's so this. She did this to so-and-so. She did that to so-and-so. And it's like, I don't even know these people.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Every rumor that I've heard in the past month, I don't know the person. And even though they're saying such harsh things about me, I won't talk shit about them because, I'm going to look stupid.
Yeah.
Talking about someone I've never met. Just like full-blown, full confidence, being like, fuck this bitch. She's blocked already. Don't know her Instagram name. Don't know what she fucking looks like. I would have to be pulling just random info out of my ass. Mm-hmm. And then you also don't know who she knows and whatnot. So I'm going to look dumb, especially being an older dancer talking about someone new. I'm going to look like an idiot. But, do I want to get even? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Do I know how to? Have the capabilities to? No. Yeah. I don't know anything about this bitch, and she's obviously going through something if she's got to say something about me.
Well, and I think the biggest part of it is like, you guys, like, the three of us sit here and have full-blown outside lives. Like, kids, pets, things, stuff we do. And there's just some people, not even just in this industry, just in general, that just have so much fucking time on their hands. It is insane. Go get a fucking hobby.
There are people that like don't have lives. Their whole life is stripping. Drama, bullshit, rumors, getting caught up in like the high school bullshit.
And like tracking it down. Like, I can't even tell you how many people have been like, over the years, oh my God, I've got like 5 people messaging me about that one post that you made.
Okay.
And? Yeah. If the shoe fits, wear that bitch, Cinderella. Like, shit, it's not even about you. I just didn't even get the chicken nuggets. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep. It's never that fucking deep.
It's never that deep. And it's so... It swirls into so much, and people see us on this fucking pedestal, and they think that we are untouchable and we have no feelings, so they want to, they either want to knock you down, or, in my eyes, I feel like these girls, these 2 specific girls who are talking about me, don't have enough eyes on them, and what's the easiest way to be different, right? To have a different opinion about someone who's loved, and we are, in the industry, we're loved as performers, maybe not as people. People might think this or that about us, but, like... We're up there. We are great performers. We have great attitudes. We're not banned from any clubs. I can see why people would want to be like, think she's that great? I have this snippet of information, because they want to seem interesting and like the it girl, and like they are one up on us when I've never met this, I'm not going to say woman, girl. Yeah. Never seen her face to face. Have no idea how tall she is. She has no idea what my voice sounds like. And fuck, man. There has been some intense shit out of that girl's mouth.
I know, and it's just so wild. Like, I'm sorry. My whole day from the second I wake up to the second I go to bed is packed full of shit. You're lucky if you can get a response from me when you guys have drama with me. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
And, like, the thing is, I've tried to even talk it out with these kinds of girls.
There is no talking it out.
It's no talking it out, because they always go, no, I would never, I look up to you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, there's obviously something between us. You are mad at me. I've heard it from multiple people that you do not like me and you're saying this shit about me. Let's talk about it. No, I would never. Yeah. Just fucking, that's the one thing that Anya has taught me is fucking bite your lip, admit to it. You too. You have taught me. Just fucking admit to it. Yeah, I said something. Yeah. I was mad. I was this. I was that. And like, oh my God, I have never looked up to people who do that more.
And like, just an actual, that is for sure. Like, just, you know what I mean? If you're like, hey, did you say this? Yep, I was pissed off. You know what I mean? Yep. The situation rubbed me wrong. The same thing that just happened in Fort Mac 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'll say it again. Yep. Well, I don't care.
And that was even like when the Fort Mac stuff was happening and it was thrown in my face that apparently you talk shit about me. I'm like, probably. Yeah, we're best. Just some bullshit. But like, obviously, I'm sure you fucking talk shit about me. Talk shit about me.
It's not talking mad at me. It's when so when a group of friends has more than one friend, right? Every group of friends has that one person that you go to with all of your things first. Yeah. And then if you don't agree with that person's thing, then you go, wait, hold on. What would she think about this? Or what would she think about this? Or what would she think about this? Right? Mm-hmm. And for me, that's you, Anya, and this girl that I'm no longer friends with.
Yeah.
And so if I have a problem with her, I go to the other person to be like, how the fuck do I handle this? Like, how do I do this so that it's not aggressive? Because anger management problems. So then you do that. And so, yeah, that person now is in on the situation that's happening, but it's not drama. Like, that's the thing I don't understand is like, okay, so I'm just supposed to sit here with all these feelings, all these emotions, all these whatever, and not even know how to bring this up to someone.
No. You know what the big difference is?
Absolutely not, though.
You actually know her. You actually love her.
Yeah.
And you're not talking out of a place of hatred or jealousy.
No.
You're talking out of like either you're like pissed off or you want to figure it out or you want to be heard and you didn't feel heard in the other conversation. Mm-hmm. But that's not rumors or shit talk. That's just
and it's all things that I would say to her face when I'm ready to have that conversation.
Well, and
or when I can figure out what it is to say. So when someone's like, oh yeah, she talks shit about Serena to me and then she goes to you and talks shit about me. Like if that's what you want to call talking shit, I'm having issues and I want to solve problems. She thinks a lot like me and she doesn't think a lot like me. I need to bounce it off both fucking walls and see which one sticks.
Yep.
Do I need to be a reactive, overreactive? Or do I just need to bite my tongue and be like, yeah, it's not that serious?
Mm-hmm. Well, and like, that's just it too, right? Like, you know, when you care about somebody, you're bound to piss them off because you spend a lot of time together. You do a lot of things together. You will end up getting on each other's nerves at some point. Mm-hmm. That's part of being friends.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then the problem with some friendships is like when you go to set those boundaries, they're not received well. I'm sorry, but that's not my fucking problem.
Yeah.
You know,
like you said, it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
If you don't respect something that I'm doing in my life, whether it's a friendship or a relationship or the fact that I got a snake or any of these things, if you don't respect those, that's okay. But now you're pushed back on the pedestal, right? The levels. You just went from spot 2 down to spot 4. Mm-hmm. Especially when it's big things like not respecting relationships, not respecting privacy, not respecting whatever it is. You just showed your true colors.
Yep.
And you can disagree as humans. And you can disagree, you know, like our favorite color is lime green. Hers is purple.
Did
we just hate her now because she doesn't like lime green?
I'm a purple bitch.
Right?
Like, we all have different relationship styles and everything and learning to...
And communication skills.
Absolutely.
I'm very blunt and right then and there, figure it out. She's not. And neither are you, to be honest. You guys hate confrontation, and I'm all
100%.
about the fucking confrontation.
Oh,
like
I cry so easily.
Right? I just want it to be fucking fixed. I hate the back and forth, the being in the same change room with the awkward silences and the whatever. Like either fucking like me or don't like me, but don't be around me.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Facts.
Whereas like you two are very content, just like hee hee. In a corner, and I'm like, I hate it here.
Right?
No, you're right though, because I would rather sit there and suffer with my own feelings than confront somebody over anything. I'd just be like, no, it's fine. It only hurts me.
Yeah.
It's
shame.
fine.
I have so much shame and guilt towards confrontation, and I'm worried that even if I know I'm full blown in the right, I need to talk to this person and be like, you said something that's fucked up, or you did something that's fucked up, and we need to talk about it.
You're still going to be the bully.
I'm still like, they're going to come back at me with something I totally forgot, and it's all going to be justified on their side, and I'm wrong. And it's always in my head like, nope, I was doing something wrong, or they would have never done anything hurtful to me. Because in my head, I don't do hurtful things unless someone hurts me, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there's so much shame and guilt when it comes to confrontation for me. And, another thing Anya has taught me is, like, just fucking do it.
Just do it,
Just do it, especially with these rumors that have come lately. I'm just like, I have to say something because... It was intense, you know?
Yeah.
I'm worried that it goes further and deeper, and I'm like, I just want it to get dealt with.
That is the other thing, too, is like when you start addressing the rumors, when you start having to talk to people about things, it does go much deeper than you think. There's things that I have said that people bring up to me.
Go to your bed.
Come on, go lay down.
Go to your bed.
There's things that I've said that people have brought up to me like 3-4 years later, and they're like, did you say this? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds like I said it. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds like something that would come out of my mouth. Yeah. Was it mean, and did I mean it at that time? Probably. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it wouldn't have come out of my mouth if I wasn't feeling that type of way. But, like, as I get older, now that I'm, like, hitting my 30s and I'm watching all these younger, newer girls come in and, like, it's just... you just kind of want to shake them and be like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's not real life.
it's not real life. Literally, it's not real life.
It's a job first. So to get so emotionally invested with everyone you're working with is very unhealthy.
Yeah.
And it's messy, and it leads to a lot of shit.
It does. I was even talking to another girl that's on the lineup last night about it, and not that I like apologized to her, but I was just like, hey, you know, like if I came across like really last week, it's because I don't know you and I don't make friends. And she was like, no, I get that. I'm like, but like once you did come up and talk to me, like I opened up and whatever, and we had a conversation. I was like, and I told her that I was on lineup with her this week, and she was like, oh, that's really cool. But yeah, like I just kind of apologized because I don't mean to be mean. I don't. But I also don't have the mental capacity to pretend to like every drunk man in a bar, and then on top of it, pretend to like every girl that's in that bar.
Yes.
You know? So it's like, I got to focus my energy on what's making me money. If people come up to me and they start a conversation, 100%, hey, Jazmin Taylor, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Liked your show, like your hair, whatever the compliment is that you do, and then you move on with your life. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to see that person for another 6 months. I don't need a rundown of their entire life story. I don't need to know what they ate for dinner. You know, like it's just
and it's risky getting close to people all the time, because then if you're that people pleaser or whatever, and then they say something mean, then your feelings are hurt. Or if you get too invested, then they're too invested, and then it's so quick how relationships can spiral into something very serious in this industry. Girls will hang out 3 or 4 times and then they're suddenly best friends.
Yes,
that's bad. What is it? Not coping, attachment styles, you know?
Yeah.
That's the one.
It's something that we all have to work on and get used to, that like we work together, and even if you hate this person, scream at them or say this mean shit or do something unforgivable, you're going to have to show up to your fucking shift tomorrow, and she's probably going to be there. Yeah. You know? So, like, let's really take into consideration that everyone's still human, and, like, error happens, and we're not here. This isn't friendship camp. We're not coming here to make friends and be the best person we can. We're here to make money. Yeah. Should you be a good person? Absolutely. Does it always happen? No. Yeah. Especially with money and people who get money hungry and greedy. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, even, like, last night, we literally went and sat in a booth, and then the last 30 minutes, these guys were like, oh, do you want to do a buyout? We're like, yeah, I guess. That'll take us right to cash out time. That would be perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I was wearing slippers because I stubbed my toe, JP, if you see the footage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was in slippers, but my foot was fucked.
Yeah, I smashed it on that last split. Oof. Not good.
But I did a great show and everyone cheered for me.
Right?
JP?
Yeah.
He's probably so upset. Every time we say his name, like, stop. He's like listening, finally hears it. It's nothing good.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about my rumor. I want to get it off my chest because it's new and it's upsetting to me. It's so upsetting. I've heard everything from I'm fucking my bosses to I do coke to I steal money. That's a new one, especially from a girl who owes me money. That I have like sticky fingers or stolen costumes, or that, like, everyone's had those rumors about them. I think that everyone's kind of had a rumor in that intense, like, trying to ruin your character. Yeah. I sabotage shows, apparently.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. How else would I win?
How else would you be a winner?
Everyone will go to such depths to, instead of just saying she's a good dancer.
You only win because you sabotage
everybody.
And, like, no one has any proof of any of it, of course. And everyone I've talked to about it has been like, oh, yeah, after a few years, I realized you didn't. I'm like, we weren't even in the same contest.
Right.
I wasn't even competing. Why would I sabotage your show?
Yeah.
So, this one rumor. I mean,
it's serious. Every time you say the R word, she comes running over.
Yeah. I think it's just, you can say a lot of things about my character, because I know that my character is, like, it's pretty good. I know I'm a decent human. I really do know that about myself. I know that I'm a good human. So, like, most rumors don't bug me at all. Sleeping with people rumors, I think it's just hilarious, because that's also, people just can't, like, how can you watch my show and not think I'm a good dancer? And I don't mean to sound egotistical, but, like, you really want to watch my show and be like, maybe it's because she's fucking the boss. Yeah. No, my feet are on my head, I'm doing a human flag, I'm doing all this shit, like, blowing fireballs.
You've put in the work.
Yeah, so, like, those are all chopped up too. People just don't want to admit that I'm good. But this one. Don't ever mention anyone's children. And that, like, I've heard people talk very badly about people being bad moms and even being concerned for their children. I get that. And like those conversations I think should be shut down and only happen between close friends. Children and pets, I think, aren't something you fuck with, especially when it comes to death. And 2 girls were saying that basically there's 2 versions of the rumor, that I sacrifice and kill my dogs to win because I had 1 dog die before the second time I won. I mean, my other dogs did die after the Stripper Olympics. And then the other rumor is that my dogs die from karma, from sabotaging these shows. So in my head, I'm thinking like, I really don't want people to think I'm intentionally killing my dogs. That's a horrible, horrible thing to think, right? All my dogs died at senior ages. The youngest one that died was 9 to 12 years old. We don't know because they're rescues. They're all rescues. 2 of them did have to be put down. 1 died of natural causes. Like, it's sad that I have to defend myself on this, but you know, like no matter what, it's around Stripper Olympics time. So if my dog dies, now I'm panicked. You know what it's like to be paranoid about my fucking dog dying?
Yeah. I'm
like, people are going to think I'm a very powerful witch and sacrificing her for something, or that I intentionally killed her to get something, or that I did something bad again, so my dog died. So now I'm like paranoid. Because this dog here, her mom died of a massive stomach tumor, and her dad died at 4 years old of a heart attack. Yeah. So her chances aren't good. Yeah. She's already 5. And I'm like, fuck.
She's 5 already?
Yeah. Like, I'm panicking. Like, man, if my dog dies, people are going to think I'm a bad human again. And, like, what have I done other than just have a dog?
Yeah.
Until, like, it's normal age span. And then if they passed away. But I don't know. That someone is walking around and thinks that I'm... One of them does know me and one of them doesn't know me. And they just think that I'm so awful and terrible and horrible that I deserve that. And that destroys me. Because I have been trying to figure out between me and the girl I do know what the issue is. And I still don't talk shit about her. The only shit I do talk about her is saying that she hates me for no fucking reason, because she won't tell me why she hates me. And she obviously does. Because if you think that deeply and that harshly, that I deserve that. That's something that, like, my soul deserves for being so shitty. There's something going on. And I want to know what it is and what I did so badly that my dog should die.
Yeah.
It fucked up, man. Like, it bugged me for days. I cried in the fucking bathroom for days. Honestly, like, the thing that bugs me the most about even talking about this and getting upset, like, I am tearing up a little bit, but I'm not going to show it, is that she might be sitting there and watching it and laughing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to think anyone's that evil. I really don't want to think anyone is that fucking evil. But that's what people have been telling me how she feels. And I feel that, I don't know. I don't know her well enough to say that she is laughing at me right now. She might be. Who fucking knows? Maybe she will take it to heart. Maybe she will apologize. Who fucking knows? Because, like, I brought this up to management because I'm like, this is now affecting my mental health. I do not bring up any drama with anyone to management at all. Because, like, unless it affects me, professionally, like, if my customers and shit know drama, like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So I did have to bring it up to management because I'm like, this is, like, it's fucking bugging me. It is bugging me to the point of knowing that new girls are going to think this and feel this way, and that I'm, like, recruiting them to do this contest and they don't trust me. They think I'm an evil witch, or that I have all these powers, or that I'm a really, really, really bad human and deserve, you know, death upon me. It's fucked up. It is very fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I, like, being on the internet.
Yeah.
We've all experienced it. Hate comments and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've heard a few, like, someone comment, oh, every time our videos show up on TikTok, it ruins my day. Like, that stuff does bug me because I'm like, oh, my presence is fucking someone up. You know, like, it's bugging them to the point of them getting, like, upset or angry.
See, but also, that's exactly what I was saying. If the shoe fits, wear it. Scroll away. It's the internet. It's literally as big as space.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do know that putting yourself out there is, like, the biggest fear to get over is being perceived in every way. And that's something my therapist said, is that, like, you hear so good comments every night. Every fucking night I hear that someone's looking up to me, or they think I'm strong, or they think I'm an amazing performer. Yeah, hot, sexy, blah, blah, blah. All that shit, we hear it all the time. But the amount of inspirational shit that us 3 hear every day from other women is outstanding. So, of course, there's going to be negative with the good.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it went that deep and that harshly. Because, like, holy fuck. Like, that's a little bit of a fucking knife right in the side.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't think of anything evil enough to say about her. I can't. She's never, I don't know. There's nothing. I can even think of her makeup in my head that I'd want to say about this bitch. And, like, I don't even want to call her a bitch. But,
I just don't even understand, like, why it's that deep. You know what I mean? Like, where did this even start? Where did it come from? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Because one of them knows me and one of them has never met me.
Yeah, but do they know you?
No.
They know your name. They've seen you at work. They don't know you.
Yeah. That's actually something my tarot card reader said. Is she's like, wow, you have a lot of haters, but the people who know you don't hate you.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping that everyone who I do know, you guys,
right,
like me a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone's had, like, I can't name anyone who I haven't had any kind of...
Buckley, you snotted on me.
Any kind of drama or weirdness with. It's happened with every single human I've worked with. But with this one, it's constant. And I just feel like, fuck, I keep doing... It is affecting my mental health. I'm constantly like, what am I doing now? And how am I affecting her? And why am I upsetting her so much? And...
Because if you don't have people that don't like you, you're not winning.
It's true.
And I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just in life, regular lives, regular humans. People only like you until you outgrow them, and they feel like you're unreachable.
I also feel like I'm an interesting person to talk about.
Yeah.
And because I'm so unserious online, that people have no problem saying very serious shit about me because they don't think... if it comes back to me, that it's really going to affect me. Because I do laugh everything off. Online, people burning me and stuff, I make jokes about it. I will troll people right back.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable being perceived. So I get why people can feel like they can really take it up a notch. Like, I'm an entertaining person to talk about, right? She's going to have a reaction. She's going to talk about it. She's going to hear about it. I get it. But, like, holy fuck, guys, I'm a human. I am not this caricature at work with face tattoos. Like, I am this real life human. And I love my dogs. Say something that horrible, like, fuck you. That's, like, as mean as I'm gonna get about it. But, like, from the bottom of my heart to those two girls, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Even hearing that, like, ugh, I want to roll it off my back, you know? Like, you know it's not true and whatnot. Like, you hitting the dogs and stuff. I'm like, I knew I needed to tell you that when I heard it because it was so serious.
Yeah.
Who says that about a living animal, right?
Right.
Ugh. So now that I have that off my chest, I've also heard that I have hairy nipples.
We're switching gears.
Switching gears, like, a lot more sensitive, fun, like, less sensitive, fun stuff.
My foot is asleep.
Mine too, that's why I shifted.
I've also heard that I burnt my face so bad, that's why I have face tattoos, which is funny because Anya got really drunk. She's like, I think I may have started that rumor.
Well, to be fair, you did burn your face, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Twice, yeah. No, a lot of us have burned ourselves here and there for sure.
Well, I've definitely scorched some bits and pieces.
I know, Bucky. So, being said that about the serious rumor, Bucky, go to bed. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. I strongly believe in karma, and I think that rumor was karma for me because I was talking even recently about someone's dog dying and the aspects of the death, and another person who we all know whose dog greatly affected a lot of people by ending someone else's life, and how freely we've all been talking about this and this human that we don't know and humans and how they're raising their dogs or doing this with their dogs. And I'm like, this is completely karma, especially because this rumor is like a year old. This was said back in January, you know, half a year. The fact that I'm hearing it now is karma. Karma is telling me to shut my fucking mouth. I don't know everything about dogs. I don't know everything, like, because I was getting pretty emotionally involved in some of this. Like, it was really affecting me, you know. I think people might be not treating their dogs right or their pets right, and I've been talking about it loudly when I shouldn't have, just because I do have anger towards that person from past experiences. I should shut my fucking mouth. Who the fuck am I to say anything about anyone else's pet, anyone else's child, anything like that? Unless I'm concerned, I should be talking directly to that person. If I'm really that concerned, I should only be directing that person. If I cared that much about the dogs, I would only be directing that person. So that's a big slap to my face, is that I need to shut the fuck up as well, because what I'm saying could get twisted into far more extreme shit, right? Saying someone's, you know, maybe someone's dog passed away and I'm questioning the reality of it, the truth of it, or whatever, it could definitely get twisted into, oh, Corella thinks you're lying, or Corella thinks you deserved it, or Corella did this, or Corella said that, and I'm like, wow, I have freely been that bitch, and I need to fucking stop immediately, and it's going to affect someone else's life for sure, and I just need to stop talking about people so matter-of-factly.
I think when it comes down to, like, the rumor mill and the way it starts, like I was saying earlier, like, you have, like, 2-3 solid people that you talk within that group. And then it doesn't leave that group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's that serious or if you're that affected by it, you know, you send out that snap and you're like, yo, what do you think about this? You get the 3 responses, and then you go, yeah, you're right. I don't really care about her or her dogs enough to care. You know? Like, I get that it's a life and it's a thing and it's a, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've been in both places now, and I feel like I've finally learned my lesson, and I'm like, my actions do have consequences for sure. Karma is real, and I think that karma does come at you tenfold. I do think that it's like, I was just doing a little bit, and it's like, well, this is the snowball effect of your actions. Here you go. And it opened up a can of worms of rumors, and I thought everyone hated me, and I'm like, they don't, though. They don't. They don't hate us. They don't. We aren't bad people. We, like, get told that a lot. We might think that about ourselves, but, like, fuck. Yeah, it can rock your shit sometimes.
Well, it's like I was telling you, like, when you first messaged me about all of this, I was fucking blown away. I literally sat there and I stared at my phone for a few solid seconds, and I was like,
because originally, the person who told me this rumor said that Serena was in the conversation, that she was there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I had heard that you sacrifice your dogs, and, like, not that I was ever joking about it in any way whatsoever, but I've heard before, even before all of this, that, like, you must have some pretty powerful voodoo on your side, or, like, you must do some crazy magic or something. And I'm like, yeah, like, fucking crazy shit on stage, that's magic enough. But like, that's as far as that ever went. And then I feel like it kept going from there, kind of thing.
Which is wild too, because all these people who are saying this witchcrafty shit don't believe in witchcraft, but you are giving me so much more power. So much more power. You have no idea the power you're putting in my hands. I'm not even doing anything. I lit a candle to make money, guys. I put some herbs on the stage, and I'm like, I just really want to get bought out, please. And you guys are like, she's doing this to win. I'm like, no, I am so struggling.
Well, like, so I feel like I can say this because we've done so many competitions together. We've sat there and we've trained together, and you've helped me and I've helped you. I feel like last year is the perfect example. You know, did you need my help for straps? Probably not, but did I help you and hopefully make things a little smoother for you? I hope so.
Yeah.
And you've taught me so much fire, and you've helped me with pole tricks, and that's kind of what it is, right? Like, I see you training. You see me training. We are all training super hard. So for the people that are like, oh, it's voodoo, it's witchcraft,
she just lit a candle and boom, she's got fucking winds out of her asshole. Like, that's not the way it works, man. Ask her how bad her body hurts the next time you see her.
Buddy.
Just go ahead and ask her.
How many supplements are you on right now?
I only shit water. There's so many supplements.
Right? But like, that's what I mean, right? And I even told you when you messaged me, like, it doesn't mean anything. It sucks ass to fucking hear.
It does. But it's just something that they thought was like quirky and like a joke, because I don't think any of them have pets or dogs anyway, or have lost a pet, or like, I get it, because like, I've had in my lifetime, even living in Edmonton, I've had 3 dogs pass away. But they're all rescues. I adopt them from like 3 to 4 years old.
Old.
They're old.
Like,
yeah.
old.
Whiskey was old, lady.
Yeah.
Oh, Whiskey was fucking old.
Yeah, Whiskey, like, went to every club. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's been around. She was there, girl. Like,
Me too.
She put in her time.
Absolutely.
I know, like, as soon as I heard, it's such a dark joke, but when I heard that rumor, I, like, look at Buckley, I'm like, you better fucking live alone. I swear to God.
You better get at least 12 years out of you.
Oh my God, right? And then, like, what if she died and then something big happened in my life where I won, like, $1 million? I'm like, God damn it. Shit. I don't think I'm a powerful witch, which is kind of cool, honestly. I'm like, that lore about me, that also someone said, if you have lots of, like, you're either liked or you have lore. So I'm like, I
have lore for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do I have?
You're probably like,
Oh, the whole fucking the silks thing.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's There's a bunch of stuff about everybody.
Okay,
It's
all right.
absolutely fucking insane. Yeah.
Yeah, that one went on for
That was like a hot
minute.
Yeah. And it was the stupidest fucking thing, too. It was like literally...
Do you feel comfortable talking about it? Tell
Yeah,
the
I don't
story.
give a shit. There was a rumor. This one is so way less serious than being called a pedophile.
Yeah.
It's still, I think, like, trying to, you know, fuck up someone's character, like, besmirch it or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's kind of serious. Stealing, risking someone's life, trying to hurt someone, sabotaging. I think it's all pretty serious, but it rolls off our back because we heard so much.
True. Yeah, like, so I'm not going to name names, obviously, but I was working and somebody made a comment that I had the exact same color of silks as they did, but mine was an aerial hammock. And then they kind of got up in my face and it was like a whole big thing and they were really angry and it kind of just it blew over. It was no big deal. A couple weeks later, I was working at Shade, actually, and I noticed that my hammock had a rip in it. So I took it home because it was ripped. It wasn't safe for me to use anymore. And one of the porters stopped me on the way out and he's like, oh, why are you taking your hammock home? I was like, oh, it's ripped, no big deal. Like, it's just time to replace it. It's been around for a few years. And that somehow got twisted into, I said that this person that said that I stole their silks was cutting holes in mine.
Sending someone down
Or sending
there.
someone down to the hallway where we keep our stuff to slash up my hammock
So
up
that
near
you
the
couldn't
knots or
use it.
whatever. So that way I couldn't use it or it would rip while I was on it or whatever. It's fabric.
And this
It
person-
wears over
Look
time.
at our nails.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it only takes 1 second to be like, and you're, damn, that's a run. Okay, we probably got like 2 months left of these bad boys.
Yeah.
She does aerials. So,
Yeah.
like, for someone to do that is literally risking someone else's life. Mm-hmm. And how stupid you'd have to be. All of it is dumb, right? All of it's dumb.
So dumb.
I think no one's dumb enough to steal silks or an aerial prop
And
of
then
someone and
use
work
it on the same lineup with the person who said they stole it.
Yeah, no one would use on the same lineup. They'd hide it. All of it was so dumb.
And then
like,
on
people
top
still
of it-
talk about it.
Yeah, on top of it, you had apparently cut 20 feet off and gave it to someone else. Like, what?
I did cut it because so I ordered it from Amazon.
Yeah.
I showed the person who accused me of stealing it my receipt from
Yeah.
Amazon.
I was there. That was
Yeah.
the week, 2 weeks before Diamonds Burnt Down.
Yeah, and it's like, so she like backed me into a corner, dude, and we were just saying, I'm non-confrontational, so I'm like, I have a receipt.
Yeah.
I bought these online.
Yeah.
But I was so intimidated because she was also like one of the older dancers, somebody that I looked up to, and I was like, oh God, you hate me now. But like, and I ordered way too fucking much because I didn't read that one unit on Amazon or whatever was 5 yards, and I was like, I need like 20 yards.
Yeah.
So I ordered 20 units, which was like a lot. So I did cut it.
Yeah.
Into pieces, and I gave the other piece to a different girl. And I guess that's how she found out that I stole the fabric because I was longer, and then I cut it, and I was like, yes, I did cut it.
That is accurate.
I did cut it.
Yeah.
And I did give it to this girl, but here's my receipt. Like, I
Yeah.
can show you that I paid for this. And at this point, this was when did Diamonds Burn Down? In like
2019.
August?
Yeah.
August? Yeah. I had used it the previous Stripper Olympics in its full length
Yeah.
because I had it wrapped around my hoop for my Harley Quinn, my first attempt ever at double aerials.
And who would be that stupid? Who would be so stupid to take someone's aerial prop from Shade and then go over to Diamonds and then use it with the same girl who owns the freaking silks?
It'd be the same thing as if I went into your closet right now, stole one of your good costumes, your Jaeger that you wore every single night so far this week, and been like, it's not yours.
I wash it. I washed it. Everyone's like,
It's not
every night.
No.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. We wash our costumes. I just mean something that she wears on a regular.
Yeah.
And then just like showing up to Shade tomorrow and being like,
What do you mean?
that's not yours. I own this.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore about a lot of people. I'm pretty sure I've heard that every single one of us has slept with some kind of manager or owner.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah, right?
Manager. JP, no, joke. No, it's Jake.
Come on, it's obviously AJ.
Yeah, right?
Short king energy man.
Do not. His wife is going to be so upset.
No.
He's a
sweet lady.
He's so committed to his wife.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
He literally is.
That's what makes it funnier because it's so fucking unrealistic.
That's very. out of all of them, that is the most unbelievable.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when I was dating Danny, I dated Danny for 5 years before he was an agent, and then he became an agent because I got him the job.
Yeah.
Also, the agents don't get paid a lot of money. They don't have any say. They don't.
They just are the shit that runs downhill. They're at the bottom of the hill.
They answer the phone. They put the name down. They answer the phone. There's no, like, they don't have power over anyone. And there was always, someone would lose a booking and be like, it's because Cruella's dating Danny. And I'm like, I don't even have a problem with you. Why? Oh. Yeah. And then that's when I'd find out that they're talking shit about me. And, like, yeah, people are wild. Like, just watch your mouth. Be a good person. Help out who you can. Be generous. And, like, you will go far. You will 110% go far. If you're training and you're being a nice human, people will find that out about you. And I've heard that. We've all heard it from a few people. Like, oh, wow, you're a lot nicer than I thought you were. Or, you know.
Oh, you're way less intimidating in person. Because I also feel like a lot of people see us online.
Yeah.
And then they meet us in person. They're like, oh no.
She just doesn't poop like the rest of us.
And I feel like sometimes they meet us online too, especially being quirky, my quirky, goofy self always online and having a bunch of energy online all the time and being very open. And then when they meet me, they might even get the opposite idea for 5 minutes, being like, she's quiet and she's to herself. Or like I might be in a fight with my boyfriend or something and be like, to myself, quiet, or I'm going through something, or maybe I'm teary-eyed in the change room and they're like,
maybe
oh
you
my
just
God.
didn't get any fucking sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe they forgot your nugget sauce at
Maybe
McDonald's.
it's Maybelline.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's just a bitch.
Yeah.
And then they think, oh, like she's bitchier than I thought, or she's not what my friend said, or. But yeah, it's like when you're meeting people, quit with the expectations.
Yeah, you can't. I can't live up to what you think I am in your brain unless it's a bitch. I can live up to that, but just preemptively let me know. You know what I mean? But yeah, like it's really hard when people have that representation of you and the way you represent yourself when you're feeling at your best. Because nobody's doing TikToks, nobody's doing whatever when we're fucking dumpy, mumpy laying in bed. Well,
I cry all the time on the internet, but I make it about cows.
Right? Yeah. And so like when people are like, oh, I thought you were going to be this bubbly, funny person. And I'm sitting in a booth on day 7 being like,
I'm tired.
Yeah. Like,
well, and that's just it too. It depends how far into the week you meet us.
Yeah. Or how many weeks in a row we're on.
Yeah. Because if you're on day 1 of your first week back, you are fresh. You are fresh as a goddamn daisy.
Yeah. But if you're on week 37, on a Saturday,
you are fucking done with life.
Yeah.
Not even the world, with life.
Yeah.
And expectations of how friendly people are and how mean they are, keep it at a realistic level. Like, since offering services of teaching free fire classes, I have had so many people try and get very greedy with learning anything from me. And if they don't get everything from me, I'm the bad guy. And, like, I just got to remind everyone, I bring in free costumes, free floor gear, free shoes, free shit for everybody. All I ask is, like, can you guys maybe think about me when you get a buyout? Have I gotten into a single buyout? From me, a pleasure. That's it. That's the only freelancer that has purposely tried to help me. And Francesca, actually. And she doesn't even fit any of my stuff. But to think that you can just keep taking from me, and if you don't get more from me, that I'm a bad or bitchy, or you're not who I thought I was, like, just keep it at surface level. Yeah. Just keep it at surface level. I'm giving you guys my old lingerie. I'm teaching free fire because Bear passed away. It doesn't mean I'm giving away all my services and I'm,
I think that's part of the reason why people think that I'm so mean.
Because you don't.
I don't. No. Nothing's for free. My time ain't free. My costumes ain't free. My fucking smiles aren't even free.
That's accurate.
And I'm not teaching you shit.
Yeah.
And it's because... Okay, hold on. Let me clarify this to all the girls that are watching, because I've had this happen just recently when we were in Fort Mac, and a couple of times within this year, girls will come up to me and be like, oh my God, I love when you do insert name of trick. And I'm like, cool. And then they're like, can you teach me? And I'm like, no. And like a ton of other people have said on this podcast, I'm not a teacher. I don't want you to hurt yourself. And I wholeheartedly believe that you can't do that trick.
Yes.
And not because you're not capable, it's because you're physically not strong enough.
Yes.
Like when people look at what you do or what we do, they're like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Like, yeah, I could do that. It's just a split doing something else. And you're like,
it's because we make it look effortless.
I'm 140 pounds hanging on with one wrist. It's not fucking easy. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be, first of all, I can't spot you on a pole that's 15 feet in the air. I can't be up there helping you do the thing. And secondly, I am not going to be the person that when you hurt yourself, you go, well, Jazmin Taylor said that it looked cool if I did it this way, or Jazmin Taylor taught me this way. I'm not about that. I'm not going to have my name dragged through the fucking mud because you hurt yourself. I'm not doing that. And it happened one time because a girl decided to do, what the fuck was it? A candlestick. And her bottom hand let go and she smoked her face off the side of the pole. And at that moment, that was like 2019. And at that moment, I was like, never again. And you want to know what? It wasn't because she wasn't strong enough. It was because we were at Diamonds and the pole was too fucking thick and she did not believe me that she couldn't do it. And I said, I can barely do it. I can only hold this on here for like 2 to 3 seconds and I do this trick. And she went up and came right fucking down and smoked her temple off the pole. And yeah, it wasn't great.
I could also barely do 3/4 of my tricks because of how thick the Diamonds pole was.
Yeah.
Like my dislocator, fucking forget it. There's no way.
Only if you had like the perfect sweaty palm and the right amount of energy in the room and the right amount of everything.
Right trajectory. Like I calculated the wind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and even then you're like hanging on by your fucking thumb. You're like, okay, we completed it.
Yeah. Immediate touchdown. No extra, no frilly, no nothing. I'm done. That's it. That's all you get. Yeah. But you're right though. Like I've turned down girls, especially for certain tricks. They're like, oh, teach me that. I'm like, no, thank you. Like that's my one thing. Like, please leave it alone.
We all have that one thing.
Yeah. And then I've had other girls be like, oh, well, you're gonna teach me this. I'm like, okay, ouch. But can you do this, or this? Well, no. Okay, well, those are the prerequisites for this trick.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to do that. I just need to be able to do that. Okay, well, if you want to slide from the top of the pole to the bottom of the pole, you got to be able to get up to the top of the pole. In the first place.
Right? What am I supposed to do? Run out there halfway through your stage show and be like, hold that thought.
Let me just, like, well, I did. And I feel really bad, but I got into like a full-blown argument with this girl over it. I was like, if you can't get up there, I can't teach you how to do the drop. Like, I can't teach you how to slide down because you can't get up there, so I can't explain it. Yeah. And I had another girl, same thing with her hoop. And she was like, oh, can you give me some feedback? I was like, yeah, for sure. And so I watched her show or whatever, and she came and saw me after, and she's like, how did I do? I was like, do you want me to be honest or do you want me to be kind? Yeah. Because I can only be one. I'm so sorry, but I can only be one in this situation. And I wasn't mean, but I was fairly blunt with her, which is not normal for me. But I was like, look, like, it just doesn't, it doesn't look like you're ready. Yeah. You have no spatial awareness.
I think more of us need to be like that because I think people are getting too into wanting to know every trick instead of doing every trick well. Yeah. Make it slow. Like, I don't think you realize during Strip Olympics, it looks like me and Melina and Anya have this plethora of fucking tricks that we do every show, and we do switch it up. But during Strip Olympics, we have to pick our best 3 that are near the ground and best 3 on the pole up there because you get so slippery so quick. You only have a certain amount of time, and you have to make it look like
effortless. Everything needs to be effortless.
You need to pick your most intense tricks that make it clear to the crowd that I can do every trick. So if you learn some very impressive tricks, but you half-ass them, your whole show looks sloppy and dumb.
It's true.
But if you do 3 tricks very well, people are going to automatically assume you can do every trick.
Yeah.
Well, and it comes down to like your form, how graceful you are getting in and out of it, the way you exit the pole, all of those things.
It'll stop injury too.
Exactly. Right? Like the girls, and I'm guilty of this too when I'm lazy, when you just like throw yourself into a trick and you're like, oh, whatever, instead of like engaging the actual muscles to do that said trick, it does look sloppy. Yeah. It doesn't look nice. You don't come down as graceful. You don't, like.
You thunk down. Yeah. Or you got to like readjust a little bit in the trick. And it just doesn't look effortless.
Yeah. It's not a race to do as many tricks as you can. And there's a lot of new girls starting out like that too. A lot of girls doing contests who just think it's about learning as many tricks as possible and doing all of those tricks every show. And it's not like that. There's personality, there's pizzazz, there's the twerking. Like, it's getting to the point where people barely twerk anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I heard lore about me last night. Yeah.
Is it that your ass is fake?
No, I wish my ass was fake.
Oh.
It's not, though. It's A&W. No, so last night I did my silk show, and I was walking through the thing, and I don't, like, no offense to this girl, I don't know who she is. She came up to me and she goes, so who copied who? It's like, are you talking to me? What are you talking about? And she goes, yeah, the silk show. Did Serena copy you? And I was like, hold on. What?
Huh?
Wait, actually, was it the same girl that I was talking to? Was it a freelancer? I don't even actually know who it was. Either way, I said, no, technically, if anyone copied anyone, I would have copied her because she was doing it first, but only by like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, yeah, because it's like identical. And I'm like,
No, it's not.
No, it's absolutely not.
well, the 3 tricks that I did last
well,
night
yes.
were exactly identical. Yes.
It's like the hoop. Everyone does the same tricks, but in a different sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair.
And I just thought that was really funny. I was just like, who copied who with what?
You
Like,
know,
it was a,
Jazmin,
Yeah.
You want to accuse you, you know?
do you not realize that we're the same person?
apparently,
Red hair.
titties.
That's about as far as I got on my
Yeah,
list.
right.
Red hair.
Yeah.
Red hair, titties. You're right. Hammock. Crazy pole.
Hoop.
Hoop.
Hoop-de-poop-de pants.
Some tattoos and some piercings.
Yeah.
And a bad attitude. Just kidding.
Let me just...
I'm working on it, I swear. I'm getting better.
I seriously do think sometimes that people get us confused, though. Like they're just like, oh, the redhead with the thing and the thing, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah, and I still
Mirror
don't
her.
see why.
People thought I was Bella Matrix.
Yeah, that's
that
wild.
one I don't see at all. Like no.
She's a different race.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
different body, different
Different-
You're
everything.
literally
Yeah.
covered in tattoos also.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's all.
It's,
whack.
yeah.
That I don't understand at all.
Well, what a good note to end on, though. We tried to touch on mental health as much as we could here, and I do think it's very important when you're talking about other people that you look up to, and you're talking about lore or anything, people who intimidate you, just talking shit about someone you don't even like. Think twice.
Yeah.
People will hear it.
Yeah.
The person you're talking about will hear it. Are you ready to be confronted about that? Are you ready to have that happen to you? When you're thinking about the things you're saying about someone, imagine them saying the same thing about you, but times it, make it way worse.
Yeah.
Or
Because
we could-
that's what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, or we could just cut out all of the middlemen in general. And if you have a problem with someone, go up to them like a fucking adult and just talk to them. And I don't mean walk into a change room full of people and corner someone. It may be just as simple as like a message on Instagram, or, you know, just let that person know that you have a problem with them so that A, it can be fixed, or B, it can be avoided.
Yeah.
The whole thing of like talking to everybody in the change room and whatever, unless everybody in that change room is specifically a friend, don't talk to those people in the change room.
True.
Don't be telling everybody your business, because not everybody cares about your business. They want to care, but they don't have enough mental space to actually care. So unless you are wholeheartedly friends with that person, it's better to just say nothing at all.
Yeah, watch what you say, who you say it to. Say things with good intentions. Venting is venting. Be careful who you vent to and what you're saying when you're venting and when you feel a certain way, because I promise you the next day you'll feel different. Mm-hmm. That also being said, when you do hear stuff about you, oh God, it will affect your confidence.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to fuck you up. And like, as one of the better dancers, I felt low and I felt hated for a few days, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah.
So that's something that you really have to prepare for if you do decide to get into this industry. Actually, I had a new girl messaging me. She's been dancing for 3 days, and there's already drama, and she wants advice on it. And I'm like, I have no advice.
Yeah.
Learn to take everything with a grain of salt. Yes. Always apologize, because it's always better to be the bigger person. Just be the better person. I promise your karma will be much better. And try not to take it seriously. I know it hurts, and I know it sucks when, especially people you look up to and like and appreciate, don't feel the same way towards you or want to say something horrible. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to every single dancer, and the better you get, the worse it's going to be.
Absolutely.
And the room is always big enough to avoid each other. Mm-hmm. Even the exact cubicle that we dance in is big enough to avoid each other. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. Like, you don't like them, don't be around them, don't sell dances with them. If it happens to be one of those things That happened when I was at Shade last week when I was in that bio at the very end of the night, and I was like, I don't really know these people. Like, I'm very much a who's going to be there type girl. I'm good. And then I couldn't be good because they wanted me in the buyout, so I did. The room is always big enough to just not associate.
Yep.
Yeah.
The customers don't need to know there's drama. Put on a smile, make it through the 15 minutes, the 40 minutes, the 2 hours, whatever it is, and move on with your fucking life.
Yeah, be cordial. It's so easy to be cordial. Yeah, be sensitive with people, be gentle. We all went through a fucking epidemic together. The industry is dying. There's less and less of us. There's less clubs to work at. Competition's getting tighter. Why is saying things about each other in hurtful ways going to help anyone, including yourself?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So just, I don't know, try being a sweetheart for once.
Yeah.
That might work.
Or even just have a conversation with somebody. Like, even if you're intimidated by them, even if you don't really know them and you're sharing a change room, just, hey, I'm Serena. It's cool to meet you, or whatever.
And if
Just
there is...
be polite.
Yeah, if there is some drama, and I know that I have personally been told this at least 1,000 times, you have people you can go to. As much as you don't think you do, that's what management is for. They would rather you go to them.
Management is here.
And talk to them and let them help you with a path and figure it out, because that has bitten me in the ass before too. Dealing with something that should not have been dealt with that way, when I could have just went to management and been like, hey, something needs to be done. I don't like how this is happening. I don't know what to do. And let them deal with it. And then if it doesn't get dealt with, deal with it that way. Yeah. I think... And that goes for, like, agency as well. Call the agents.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that we pay to deal with these things.
Yep. Especially the more serious it gets and how it does impact things. Like, the girls who don't know me talking shit about me, they don't understand that it's making new girls scared to be near me.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to work closer and closer with Stripper Olympics to be booking girls from out of town and everything like that, and they're not going to want to come and do this contest and make this contest bigger and what it should be if they're scared of me for any silly Billy reason, or thinking that I'm going to sabotage their show before they're even here for no reason.
Yeah.
It affects our mental health, and obviously it affects your mental health. If you're saying things about someone in such a harsh way, it is something you need to look within yourself and figure out what you don't like about yourself that's making you say these things, or care about. Because sometimes the rumors are true, and some people want to keep talking about it, even though the issue has passed. Yeah. If you are stuck on something, you gotta work it out. Yeah. Right, Buckley? So, be more cautious with your words. I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna be far more cautious with my words.
You're so cute. Why?
And also, when you have friends that are around you that you think are doing shit things, hold them fucking accountable.
Absolutely.
Call them out.
Yeah. Yep.
Call them out, because you know what? Sometimes a bitch fest is a bitch fest. Sometimes a thing needs to be said. But then there's sometimes where you're like, yo, chill. And just tell your friends that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep each other accountable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, she holds me accountable because I'm crazy. So
you're not fucking crazy. Well, you've had crazy moments.
Yeah.
I have definitely grabbed your arm a time or two and been like, it's time to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Hold them accountable.
Really, at the end of the day, you have your people, and those should be the people that matter to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you hear something from somebody you don't even know, there's a reason you don't know them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Continue not knowing them.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay safe. Stay warm. Tip your dancers. Bye.
Bye.